why. I got my glasses off. Hello. Give y'all a few minutes. Y'all know my attention span is short, so I can't wait too long to start. Okay, we got 5 people. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? So, I am very, very, very busy, but I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about something really, really quick. So, I keep telling y'all, let me just start off by saying, I'm not like those other tax professionals. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to just put anything in the computer to ensure you get money. It doesn't work like that. But what I will do is educate you on making it better for the next year. So, COVID, let me just touch on that. COVID was a pandemic, and it was a bad time, and I'm glad the government gave money to help out during that time, but we have to let that go. We have to leave that alone. That's not coming back. The tax returns are not going to be that big anymore. It is what it is. The government wants that money back, so that's why the taxes are different. Single people have to pay more taxes. Everybody has to pay more taxes. If you have kids, you still have to pay taxes, but not as much. So, in doing taxes, I keep getting these looks, these uhs and ahs, and that's it. But you have to do your part too. You have to pay taxes. Taxes are not like they used to be. You cannot go to these folks' jobs and make $60,000 and $70,000 and don't pay taxes, because it's no way around that. You're gonna owe money. It's no way around it. I'm not, it's no more Hail Marys. It's no more trying to figure it out. You have to pay taxes. You have to. So if I do a live Zoom or whatever, and showing everyone how to fill out their W-4 correctly on their jobs, would that be something that you all are interested in? Because I know there are some people, I've been doing this a long time, so when y'all come in and say, oh, I forgot to change it and this and this and that, done heard it all. But I understand some people just really don't know how to fill out that form, because it's a new form. You have to know exactly what numbers to put on there. Yes, in your mind, you're thinking, well, I have 3 kids, so I'm going to put 3 exemptions on there. That's okay. But if you make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, that's not going to work for you, because they're not going to take out enough taxes to cover that income. So you have to adjust that. Just because you have 3 kids doesn't mean you have to put 3 kids on there. So you have to decide, do I want my money to come home during the year, or do I want it at the end of the year? The way you fill out that form determines which one that is, because sometimes it's not going to be both. And you have to determine that. So if you know during the year you claimed 18 exemptions, or you went exempt, or you didn't have enough taken out, at the end of the year, when I tell you you're getting $187, you have to be okay with that, because you made a decision. Okay? Taxes are not like they were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. They're not. I can say that over and over and over and over and over and over. So when y'all sit in front of me and you huffing and puffing because you getting back $8.12, you lucky you don't owe. Because I try my best to work it to where you don't owe, but it's getting harder and harder when you don't do your part. You have to let these people take taxes out. I get it. We can't be as lucky as Trump and not pay taxes. We don't have that luxury. So we have to allow these people to take taxes out of our check. Look at it as during the year as a payment plan. You're going to pay, let them take a little out each paycheck, to where at the end of the year, you don't have to worry about the lump sum. Because what's going to happen is that if you don't let them take it out during the year, at the end of the year, you're going to be hit with the big lump sum. 100% self-employed, let's talk about paying into taxes during the year. You could pay $32 a month to pay in, so at the end of the year, you're not hit with that big lump sum. We have to start changing our mindset, because things are different now. Things are not the same. Money is not the same. Taxes are not the same, and they're never going to be like they were years ago. So when you come in here thinking that, oh, I only made $3,000 for the year, I should get $20K because I didn't make enough, It doesn't work like that. Again, you get out of taxes what you put into taxes. If you only make a little amount of money, you're not going to get the full earned income because they know you solely on your own did not take care of 4 children with $3,000 for the whole year. It's no way to do that. So they're not going to give you the full earned income credit because of that. If you make over the limit for earned income credit, you're not going to get earned income credit. So for you and for people that say, oh, well, I make too much, so I don't pay taxes because I make too much anyway, I'm not going to get nothing back. That's not true. That is not true. I had a client yesterday, $180,000 paid as taxes, left out of here with $12,000 refund. If you pay your taxes the right way, you don't have to worry about owing at the end of the year, especially when you have a good tax professional. But you cannot choose not to pay nothing, and then at the end of the year, you want this big lump sum of money because Uncle Sam going to get his money. He's going to get it. And I try my best to explain it each year. And it's like some people think that something changes from year to year. You have to pay in. It's just no way around that. If you are 100% self-employed and you're not putting nothing in, guess what? When you file your taxes, it's going to take it at the end. Those self-employment taxes are going to come out. That big lump sum is going to come out. So we have to just, like I said, change the way we think, change the way we do things, because this is not 10-year ago taxes. This is the taxes where the government over the last 3-4 years probably gave out $4 or $5 billion in pandemic money, and it got to come from somewhere. So guess where it's going to come from? These taxes. So when you say, oh, that's all I get, or that's it, or that's that, yes, because you didn't, what did you do to contribute to that other than have children? And I mean, I'm not saying that negatively, but that is just not enough anymore. That's not enough. You have to pay in to taxes if you want to get something out of it. Unless, now, not saying that you can still get taxes back with having kids and not a lot of taxes taken out, but you single filers, you most definitely have to pay taxes. It's just no way around that. Single filers are taxed way more than people with children. So the government requires you to pay more. So let me explain how this works. So if you're a single person, let's just say you make $30,000. On that $30,000, we're going to say the government wants you to pay out of that $30,000, $4,000. At the end of the year, you've only had $2,000 taken out in federal taxes. That other $2,000 doesn't go away. Guess what? You owe it. Unless you have credits that can deduct from that $2,000. If you have earned income credit, if you have child tax credit, if you have American Opportunity credit, if you have itemized deductions that go over the standard deduction, if you have those kind of things, it'll deduct from that $2,000. But if you don't have none of those things and you didn't pay enough, guess what? You owe that $2,000. So it doesn't go away. You would think you would rather just pay it during the year. That way you don't have to see it come out in a big lump sum at the end of the year. But some of you expect this huge miracle, and you're not giving me enough to work with. You're not giving me enough to work with, and it's like you can only do so much now. Again, taxes are not like they used to be. You get out of it what you put into it. Again, you get out of it what you put into it. If you have children, you have a little leeway, but you still have to pay something in if you're making over the earned income credit amount. You don't really get nothing for adults unless they are, even if they are disabled, you might get the other credit, which is $400 or $500, but you're not getting a whole bunch for adults. So if you don't have dependents and you want to ensure you get money back, you have to put money in. You have to stop over claiming on your exemptions. If you know at the end of the year you're not filing 2-3 kids, then you shouldn't be carrying 2-3 kids during the year. I understand that's how the game used to be, but it's just you can't do it no more. The government has caught on to all of that. So whereas they're not taking it out during the year because they feel like you got 3 kids, at the end of the year when you file those taxes and you don't have those 3 kids on there, guess what? You still owe those taxes. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind, because no matter how much you huff and puff and ooh and ah and go, oh, and it's just nothing, it's low and this, you know, after I done worked up my, as hard as I can in your box too, just as blank and dry, ain't just nothing over there, ain't no federal taxes, but you done made $60, $70, $80, $90,000. Then on top of that, you don't even want to pay for me doing the stuff. It's just like, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, you have to pay into taxes. You have to pay into it. And it's like, again, it is not the way it used to be. Things have changed. Okay, does anybody have any questions before I get off and finish these taxes? And if y'all remember, I can't, oh, hold on, let me see. I know how to see the comments now. Hold on. Okay. No comments. Okay, so no questions. If you do think of something, you can ask it and I'll answer it in a minute or when I see it. But I'm getting back to work, so I just wanted to tell y'all that you have to pay these folks taxes. You have to let these folks take taxes out y'all's checks. It's just no way around that anymore. It's not, unless you want to pay or get a little bit of money back at the end of the year. And if you're okay with paying at the end of the year or getting a little bit of money, then keep doing what you're doing. I mean, because some people are okay with that. They rather have their money during the year and just get a little bit or nothing at the end of the year. And that's the option. But just make sure you chose that option. So when I do your taxes, that has nothing to do with me getting paid. That was your option. You chose that. So if you don't get nothing, back at the end of the year, just remember, you made that decision. Okay? Thank y'all. And if you have any questions, just drop it in the group.